Today on the channel, we take a trip to the Isles by way of Savage Crucible with Como of the Isles.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another Savage Crucible unboxing and review. And today we head to the Isles with Como of the Isles. But for all your Savage Crucible needs and a whole lot more, make sure you hit that Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description down below. Support the channel. Save that link. But of course, Como of the Isles, Savage Crucible Series 1. Series 2, pre-order going on right now as I'm filming this video. So if you're into these Savage Crucible figures, you're still time to get on board. You can still get on for round 2 coming here later this year, supposedly. But if supposedly, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what the old Savage Crucible is up to today. Uniform packaging style on the front there for the most part. Looking like just the Savage Crucible, a little reptilian kind of creature there. Skulls of the non-believers, things like that. Savage Crucible logo as well. Como of the Isles over there, and all the Isles beautiful this time of year. I'm not sure what Isles he's looking at. The Isle of Malta, maybe? Who knows? But it is Como of the Isles. Savage Crucible. Como of the Isles at the top, jibber jabber down low with the UPC, and then on the back we get a little of that Christian bookstore looking packaging font there on the back. That's what it always reminds me of. You walk by a Christian bookstore, there's all those books and all that stuff, and it just kind of has that feel to it. Not that there's anything inherently wrong with that, it just kind of has that feel to it to me. Como of the Isles, looking very interesting in there. Looking very interesting. We'll dive into that. And then you get the big old story going on right here, which is interesting because my dad knows this whole story. I guess it's like some old-fashioned, timey story from back in the day. It's like, I don't know if it's a fable. I don't know exactly what you call it. Maybe it's a conspiracy theory. Somebody called Ventura. I'm not exactly sure, but my dad knows the whole story, which I thought was really interesting. He's like, oh yeah, that's the story of the Lemurians and the Atlanteans. He was giving me the whole lowdown without ever doing these. So shout out to my dad right there. You can pause the video if you want to see the big blurb right here. Got a little bit of a story going on. Not going to be for me here, but packaging looks really nice on the inside. Got some interesting weapons on this guy in here, and we're going to bust him out. We're going to see what's going on. Dare I say, we're going to see what all the fuss is about is what we're going to do. You know what? I forgot there is that little trading card back there. Got to get that out there, and we're going to see what's going on. We're going to see what's happening in here. I did forget that one with the last one. I had to put it in the video because I forgot. It's always hidden back there. Little cellophane. We're going to get down to it. We're going to get down to some card games here. See you later. Goodbye. Savage Crucible. All right. Como of the Isles. Medium humanoid. Lemurian hybrid. Chaotic good. So he must be a good guy here. But we do get these big old cards here. Not for me, but a little extra function with this one here. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison time here. We're losing hands out of the package already. Looking good, though, in the package. We got one twist tie around the waist. That's all it seems that we have right here. So we're going to pull them out and pop these weapons out. Pop the figure out. There it is. All right, looking good. Skyhook, Jabbar-style Skyhook off to the side. We get the two creepy hands right here, snake-like hands. Snake-like hands. Snakes don't have hands unless they're Cobra Commander transitioning into a snake, of course. But we got these kind of come-hither-slither hands is what we got going on here. Long black nails on there. Love the blue against the skin tone color here. Really does pop on this guy. Old Como of the Isles getting it done. Very fashionable guy, as we see right here. Now, he does got one of these, very Atlantean, I guess. It almost looks like something Native American-like as far as an axe goes. You got all these little spikes and things going on. Nice bright orange color against it. Definitely a rudimentary weapon. Very medieval-like. Somebody built this thing, but definitely going to get the job done. Spikes all over this bad boy here. Very colorful, like the looks of that. Then we got a big sword here, and it's got orange all over it. Is somebody bleeding orange? I don't know, could be, but you got some kind of hieroglyphics going on there as well. Very ornate on the bottom, but the orange blade on the top. a blade that's seen some things and maybe cut through a thing or two along the way. Then we get another one of these little pouch deals here. Almost looks like a water canister of some kind. Should plug in somewhere, but it doesn't look like it's going to fit. You got spots on the side here, but it's so the end is so much bigger. It's just extremely tough to get in there. You got to really work it in, and I'm always worried I'm going to break the handle off. I guess you can kind of get it in there. There we go. So it can fit on his side pelt right there if you need to. You got to be careful, though. You don't want to break that off. That's the last thing you do want to do. But now we get down to old Como of the Isles. Definitely looking different. Definitely almost looking like a fish man is kind of what he looks like right here. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but he's got a very interesting head going on. Yellow eyes, a little bit open mouth. Kind of looks like I guess didn't it say, I think I read it, it was like a human hybrid, a humanoid or something. So it looks like he's got a little bit of human features, a little bit of Lemurian features maybe. But he definitely has an interesting look to him in the head, almost like a football-shaped head as well. Unfortunately, no movability in the mouth. That's one of the things I like most about this line so far. We do not get that right here. Beautiful skin tone color. Got that kind of snake feel to it throughout, looking very, very nice. Then on the back, you get that bright blue color. Very, very cool color combinations on this one. And then you got his outfit throughout. Nice orange and black attack right here, looking very, very nice. Looking very cool here. You got some teeth over here on the shoulder pads there. You got the big old, I guess, shawl over the top. We'll call it a shawl there. Looking very nice in the orange and black. You do get the forearm guards here with more teeth built into it. He does got that Lemurian Intercontinental title here from the Lemurian family. The sanction there. Sanctioned in all Lemurian continents and the Isles, of course. It's the Lemurian Isles Championship. Looking very nice. Also doubles as a loincloth. Got to protect yourself at the end of the day. Side protection over here on the side with some spikes. Looking good. Then you got those big old shin guards like a young Terry Steinbach, but a little extra trouble added to him with those teeth and spikes throughout. Looking very nice. Then, of course, barefoot. All these guys love to be barefoot. Nobody's wearing shoes in this Savage Crucible land, at least as of right now. You do get those big toenails going on, much like the hands. Looking very, very good. Of course, articulation smooth as butter on these. Really do love the head articulation. You get that beautiful hula hoop up top that gives you plenty of articulation. And then you get traditional waist as well. Those big old splits, if you do need them right there. You get the leg that does go up for you. You get some movement out of the thigh from the top of the joint. Double jointed pinless knees, very tight once again there. Always tighten the knees on these, but man, once you get them open, they're smooth as butter, like I said. No boot cut there, but you do get ankles down low, a little bit of side to side, up and down, and then of course you get that toe articulation. Like a young Todd McFarlane in the Savage Crucible line is what you got. But a very smooth feeling figure, a very cool feeling figure here. Like this a whole lot. A creepy looking guy though. All these guys are a little bit nightmare fuel, I will say that. He's included in that nightmare fuel. Does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. What do you know? Fits on a stand right there. So Como of the Isles rides again. I should mention you can, it doesn't fit so well on the stand. He kind of does. Kind of does is what we'll say. You can, of course, and the nice thing about this guy is you can remove all this stuff. If you want to remove all of his armor and things, it's up to you and your imagination. You can take it all off. You can leave some of it on, take some of it off, switch back and forth from other characters. Speaking of other characters, we have a few of the other ones we've unboxed here on the channels. Should say channels. We got 2 YouTube channels you guys do know. We've unboxed a few different ones over the last month or so. What is time, as we always do say. And we got them ready to go, ready to fight, ready for the Savage Crucible. Quite the wild-eyed group right here is what we got going on. Ups and downs of the Savage Crucible. But I like what I've seen from these figures. Really blown away with these. Very interested to see how Series 2 does. See what continues to go on with this toy line here, this very new toy line. So if you're wanting to get in on the infancy of this line, now is the chance. But some all-timer characters right here. A lot of personality in the head sculpts on these, as I've mentioned in the reviews as well. A lot of fun to be had. But there it is. That's Como the Isles and the Savage Crucible gang. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell, as we got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel at PetersonTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Como of the Isles, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.